Super Typhoon Ragasa roars into China with ferocious 295 km/h winds, unleashing chaos. Guangdong, China, September 22, 2025. Super Typhoon Ragasa, the planet's mightiest Category 18 storm, barrels toward Guangdong, poised to ravage the province before charging into Vietnam. This merciless tempest has already left the Philippines in shambles, transforming vibrant communities into apocalyptic wastelands. On September 22, 2025, China sounded the alarm, mobilizing its full might against Ragasa, the unrivaled king of winds, the fiercest storm in recorded history. CCTV, the China National Meteorological Center, and countless agencies blared urgent warnings, heralding a climate catastrophe. Reeling from recent floods, Guangdong's people now face a monstrous force. Winds surpassing Category 17, howling at over 223 km/h, hurtling at 25 km/h toward the South China Sea, set to swallow the province within 24 hours. Meteorologists worldwide stand in awe of Ragasa's colossal circulation, dwarfing Guangdong itself. Storms like Mangkhut in 2018 and Saola in 2023 left scars on southern China, but Ragasa threatens to eclipse them with unmatched destructive fury. Its wind speeds, rainfall, and sheer scale defy statistics, pulsing with a furious heart that could cripple an entire coastal region. Before targeting China, Ragasa tore through the northern Philippines, hammering the Babuyan Islands and Luzon with screaming gales and waves over 4 meters high, smashing fishing villages. The Philippine government issued desperate evacuation orders, forcing thousands to abandon their homes. Streets emptied, schools shuttered, and flights grounded. In Batanes, residents watched in horror as metal roofs were torn away and coastal roads became raging torrents. Rescue teams pleaded with families to flee to higher ground, though many clung to their homes, terrified of losing everything. Power and communication collapsed across northern Luzon, leaving survivors tethered to faint radio signals, their only lifeline. Now, as Ragasa looms over China, dread grips Guangdong. The Provincial Flood, Drought, and Typhoon Prevention Command escalated to Category 1, the nation's highest alert. Authorities enforced the 5 suspensions. Schools, workplaces, production, transport, and commerce ground to a halt. Cities like Jiangmen, Zhuhai, and Kaozhou locked down, bracing for devastation. Supermarkets overflowed with frantic shoppers, fuel dwindled, and high-speed trains prepared to stop. Guangdong felt like a ship battening down before a monstrous wave. Forecasts warn that from September 23 to 26, Guangdong, Guangxi, Fujian, Jiangxi, Hunan, Yunnan, and Hainan will face relentless torrential rains. Extreme downpours, surging tides, and towering waves, the Taiwan Strait, Gulf of Tonkin, and South China Sea brace for Category 17 winds, with gusts exceeding Category 18, spawning walls of water that could engulf any vessel. By September 23 morning, Guangdong's trains began halting, with a full suspension planned by September 24, a drastic step unseen since Mangkhut in 2018. Families along the coast stacked sandbags, fortified roofs, and relocated vehicles. In Zhuhai, loudspeakers thundered, "Prepare for a major disaster. Do not be complacent." Such dire warnings, rare for local officials, underscored Ragasa's menace. The China National Meteorological Center issued a yellow typhoon warning, likening Ragasa to Mangkhut, but warning of its superior might, its vast circulation blanketing the Pearl River Delta. Cold air from the north collides with the storm, thrusting the region into the dangerous semicircle, where winds and rains rage most violently. Scientists predict storm surges, amplified by tidal peaks and torrential rain, could unleash floods not seen in decades, threatening to submerge coastal cities. Fear consumes Guangdong. Ports sealed, ships anchored, and coastal defenses reinforced. Schools and universities closed, businesses shifted online or shuttered. Markets buzzed with desperate shoppers stocking food, water, flashlights, and power banks. Communities mobilized volunteers, organized watch rotations, and readied rescue boats. Rural farmers braced for their harvest's annihilation. Satellite images reveal Ragasa's eye, a perfect, violent vortex devouring the South China Sea. Chinese media branded it a sea monster, an unprecedented king of winds. Experts warn its rapid speed slashes preparation time, leaving little room for error. China's government ordered Guangdong, Guangxi, Hainan, Fujian, Hong Kong, and Macau to steel themselves. Tens of thousands of soldiers, police, firefighters, and medics stand ready. Emergency supplies, food, medicine, bedding, flood evacuation centers. Major buildings in Guangzhou and Shenzhen transformed into shelters for thousands. Coast Guard units patrol relentlessly, enforcing a maritime ban. Global media track Ragasa's wrath hourly. Images of submerged Philippine streets, huddled evacuees, and wrecked ships amplify China's anxiety. Guangdong, China's industrial and commercial powerhouse, faces not just a humanitarian crisis but an economic and social cataclysm. Watch the gripping new video here